Well, evidence continues to emerge that the FBI may have become overtly political in its investigation of the Trump campaign. In 2016, senior FBI official Bruce Orr met with Christopher Steele, the author of the now infamous Trump dossier. Now, more than 2 years after it would have been helpful to know this, it has come out that Orr shared intel from the Steele dossier with colleagues at the FBI, colleagues who are now part of the Mueller investigation. It's all kind of amazing and unsettling. Congressman Devin Nunes represents California, obviously on the Intelligence Committee. He's been following this since the beginning. Congressman, thank you very much.
Great to be with you.
So without getting, this is very complex, and we haven't covered it every single night, but in the simplest terms, what does this tell us?
It tells us that definitely the FBI knew that the information was coming from the Clinton campaign, the dirt, the Trump dossier, as you said in the opening. That was coming from the Clinton campaign. They lied to the FISA court. I mean, we now know that for sure.
Now, we would know a lot more if the spying authorization from the FISA court, the application to the FISA court, were made public. The president pledged that he would do that.
That's right.
He was stopped by his attorneys. Do you think at some point he will override their judgment and release those documents?
Yeah, what I've recommended to my friends and colleagues and people over at the White House is they need some kind of transparency office, because the government's gotten so big, you've got so many of these different agencies, that there needs to be someone in the White House where the President of the United States, who's the boss, can make that decision and make it quickly. Because, like you said, this is 2 years. We should have known about this at least a year ago, if not more.
So we saw on Friday morning Roger Stone, for the alleged crime of lying, was surrounded by armed FBI agents with automatic rifles and arrested. And it reminded all of us that lying to a federal agent is a crime, and lying under oath is a crime. There's been a lot of lying in Congress, as you well know. In order for those liars to be prosecuted, they need to be referred to the DOJ by the Congress. Is that going to happen? Can you imagine Peter Strzok, for example, being referred to DOJ, or Jim Comey? Yeah,
so we're going to make several referrals. And don't forget, one of the frustrating things is that Chuck Grassley, Senator Grassley, actually made a referral on Christopher Steele, the British agent who worked for the Clinton campaign. He was referred. Nothing's happening to him. So I think until there's a new AG that gets in there and starts to clean this place up, I think it's going to be tough for the American people to have confidence in what's happening.
I agree with that completely. And very quickly, why? I mean, am I missing something? So Chuck Grassley, one of the senior senators,
he was the chairman of the Judiciary in the last Congress. It's quite clear that Christopher Steele wasn't telling the truth.
Quite clear, and yet it's just languishing at the Department of Justice somewhere, not acted upon.
We haven't heard anything that it is. So we're working. So a lot of people think that just because Republicans are out of power that we're not conducting an investigation. We still are. Now, whether or not people are going to come in and interview with us, we don't have gavels, we don't have the subpoena power, but we will still be trying to interview people, and we will still be making criminal referrals.
Congressman Devin Nunes of California, thank you very much.
Great to be with you.
Great to see you.